do stuff with the garden, so gonna rip it apart and if I have time, put something together. She wants to take her plants out. We're just gonna get it ready for the winter. Probably get the hoops out. We'll see what happens. I got big plans, no time, and yeah, so we'll see what happens. Okay, good morning everyone. We're out here in the garden today. We're going to be doing some gardening. We're also going to have my Ring camera. I spun it around so that it'll show us the garden here. To my friend in Vietnam. We just moved back to Vietnam, or actually moved to Vietnam. He came over here as a young kid. He's at home now with his family. Well, actually, he's self-isolating for 7 days, so we'll give him some entertainment on the camera so he can watch some stuff going on. So what we're going to do today is this garden right here. We're going to take out the beets. We're going to clean everything out of the garden here. We're going to leave the carrots in. The Brussels sprouts, they rotted this year, so we're going to throw them out. She wants the oregano gone because the oregano is growing and spreading, and she's got oregano in a pot, so she's good with that. So we got a lot of work in this here. We're going to throw out this and get it all ready. The beets, free to a good home. She says they're woody. So I'm sure somebody would want them, but they're going to go too. So at the end, probably leave the beans because they're still producing until I can pull them out in an instant once we get snow. We're supposed to get snow on Wednesday. We'll see what happens. So that's what's going on in this garden. Over here, in this garden, we're still growing peppers. I'm sure. So my plan is to save a couple of these pepper plants. See if I can overwinter them. I'll pick the highest producers. Pepper plants did really good. We still got eggplants growing, but they're done. Like I say, we're gonna get this ready because of time restraints. Things are still growing. Tomatoes, I'll pick whatever is ripe. We've had a lot of rotten drop, so we'll see. I'm hoping, that a lot of these seeds that fell into the ground are gonna come up next year and grow new tomatoes, and we won't even have to plant. And over here, we really don't use a lot of kale, so I'm going to pull the kale. The okra plant here that we cut is growing and making more okra. We're going to pull that. It's been nice enough to grow. The beans back here, we're going to let those beans, I'm going to pull those too. So I'm going to empty this garden out right here. This garden's going to go. All right, and then we're gonna go, so over here, these plants, I got lots of jalapeno peppers over here. I still got cucumbers growing. I'm gonna, we get the fungus on the cucumber plants. We just simply don't have any luck. I think it's a lot to do with the field across the street that blows this stuff in, but every year we get this, and it's a constant battle to treat. The new growth keeps growing here, so and keeps flowering and keeps producing, but everything beyond here, you see we got already the silver on here, the mold coming up, the fungus coming up, and even with this cold weather we still got the fungus. So and we got some other pepper plants in pots here that we're going to deal with too. So that's the plan today. Let's get started. beets, and these greens were great in salad. So yeah, good for you too. I've taken these beets and I've actually took some of the smaller ones and I've transplanted them from one garden to another, as I believe I made a video of that. So you can do that. If I find some small ones in here that I might want to transplant over the winter, I'm going to stick them in this garden. I see a couple then over there, so I'm going to take these those little guys and I'm going to put them in one of the other gardens. So far, let's take a look at that again. So some of these little ones I'm going to keep and transplant into the other gardens and see if they grow over the winter, and we'll have more beets, because most of these big ones, that's what happened. And maybe we'll do a little experiment. We'll take some of these old beets, transplant them over, and I don't know what that one's too funky for me. Transplant them over and put some seedlings in and compare and see which ones taste better, if it helps with the woodiness. I think if you take a beet, boil long enough, he'll turn tender. Now these things were called white onions, but there's nothing happened to this one. And I got a few like that, you know, great for greens, but no onion. So I'm gonna pull anything that doesn't look like it has an onion on it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Anything that looks like it has an onion on it, I'm gonna keep. Also great for keeping the bugs off your plants too. That's one of the reasons I grew these. Wintertime, no bugs, don't really need them. Look at these little bitties. I'm gonna see if we can transplant these. These mulberry trees are a pain in the ass. They got huge root systems. Even this little guy, I didn't get all the roots. I don't know if they're coming from the roots from the other tree, but yeah, pain. University of Windsor did an experiment on dandelions. They found that they took the roots and made a tea out of it. They found it had cancer-fighting properties. It was supported. The research was supported by a drug company. They wanted to continue the studies and do more studies and see better applications. The drug company was happy with the results and canceled the study. So basically now they want to be able to sell a drug made out of dandelion roots to help fight cancer, would be my guess. But here's our tea. So here we have carrots. So we're going to keep these carrots in the garden. We're going to weed them out. Maybe make sure there's no oregano in here. I can smell the oregano all over the place. I'm going to keep these beans in here for a little while. Like I say, I can easily pull these in an instant. So I'm going to need some cutters. These are tough. Got to figure out what we're going to do with these. What the heck are we gonna do with these? Barbecue, yeah. I might be weak at that plant. We'll see what happens. I might just pull it. It might be a lot easier. There's a ton of these. We got a lot of peppers on there. I don't know much. bigger they're gonna get by Wednesday. And I might even throw a tarp over top of them, keep them going. We'll see what the weather looks like in the future. We got a lot of pepper. They're decent size. I'll show you. So this is one of the smaller ones of the bunch. You know, so you still eat them. I know what I can do with this one. Just eat it. That's good. Look. When they're this young, they don't have any seeds. I just had an aha moment. No seeds. Poppers. But full of seeds. I thought I had something figured out. Guess not. Before we do the tomatoes, I want to show you what we got so far. Let's show our shared video with the Ring camera, our harvest, to Ken and everybody else who wants to look. Gonna have to put the tomatoes somewhere else, I think. We'll see. There's a lot of them, I think. We'll see. I got green ones. I got red ones. Green ones gotta go in and get ripened up. So, let's start picking. There's a lot of green ones on that plant because the sun isn't hitting it. I wonder if I took it, pulled the plant, stuck it in the greenhouse, spun it around, let the sun hit it in the greenhouse. I wonder if they're ripen up on the plant even though they're not in the ground. Let's give that a try. Okay, so I think the next thing we're going to do is clear this garden out. I need a second use. Cut that off, you've got a bat to beat off criminals. That's in there good. So this okra is a tropical plant. It grows in the tropics. It's not supposed to grow in cold weather. Yet our weather's been so nice. It's popped up new sprouts. And we got little okras coming along. How about that, huh? If you lived in a nice climate, you could just cut these back, let them grow up again. You probably never have to replant. Kale is really good for juicing. Got a lot of vitamins in here. It lasts all winter. You don't even have to cover this stuff around this area anyways. Kale's a great plant. They grow pretty big. Probably only need one, but this is going to get donated to anybody who wants it. So this kale, we've got a bunch of it in the freezer. We dried it, we got it in the freezer, so we're going to be using it over the winter. We just have too much. So. We got a really fat skunk and a really fat raccoon that comes through our yard just about every night. We're pulling their food. Might have to leave a bowl out for them. But this one's got some beans. We've got some dried out beans here we can save. And I'm sure some fell, so we're gonna get some popping up next year. So that's what's going on here. So most of this stuff is gonna get buried underneath the dirt. I'm gonna dig a hole, throw it in, cover it up. Next year, it'll make good fertilizer. Look at this. So on that swing set right above my head right there is strawberries. Well, the runners run down, they got into the garden, they replanted themselves, and the runner broke off. So now I got more strawberry plants. Fun, fun, fun. Just about missed my jalapeno peppers. I love jalapeno poppers. Take two. Slow down some. I got some for seed. This was a plan. I wanted to try and get as much seed as I can off these plants. I'll leave one on. Okay, I think I'm done for now. We're gonna take this inside. I'm gonna have lunch, take a break. I think I'll take Wednesday off of work, finish this up. Oh, still got tomorrow. So see where we go. I might even come back later on today. But I do have to go to work and do some work. So this is what we got for now. Everything's ripe and ready here. And we still got all the green tomatoes to do. Whoop, one got away.